What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Specifically, in today's episode, we have to talk about the continued consolidation that's not only taking place within every single cryptocurrency, pretty much flatlining out 0.08% today, down. You can see since we ran up, we're now back down, consolidating sideways. It's also happening within the S&P 500 as we're currently retesting our February and March lows, but also our April and May lows. This used to be a massive support where prices typically would bounce off and swing up. You can see here and here. Problem now is we broke below it just in the beginning of May and have been trending downwards. Fortunately, we broke through the big downtrend here in this descending fractal, and fortunately, we were able to create some sort of some sort of double bottom formation here that allowed us to break bullish. But we're now faced with this major resistance up here, where prices typically are not having a good, a good run trying to break through that. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Literally all this week, we've been retesting this major resistance here, trying to break through it, and have done nothing but get rejected and correct lower. So we'll see now that, the markets are closed as of yesterday. We'll start to see how the next week starts to play out. As with the other cryptos, we're doing practically the same thing, still filling in this gap here, seeing lots of consolidation, extremely boring if you ask me. And we're also seeing the XRP charts sideways consolidate. Ethereum, not so much. It seems like maybe we found another support up or down here, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it also aligns fairly well. You can see right here, wicks supports, but regardless, we're still inside these massive descending fractals on pretty much every single crypto, just falling lower and lower and lower, consolidating, filling in the gap here. We are going to have a decision very soon as to what's to come within these major cryptos. It's, we just need to play out until then. But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. Super quick, guys, before we talk about the technical analysis, once again, as hopefully you saw yesterday, I did start a new YouTube channel. This is all about finance, but with my name, Hayden Schreier. So not only can you learn crypto here on Crypto TV, but you can learn about finance, investing, and stuff like that on my new channel here, as well as if you want to stay up to date with the economy instead of having to watch all the Federal Reserve meetings, I pretty much summarize what exactly is going on. So definitely make sure to check out these videos. Giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're at 424, almost halfway there. Thank you guys very, very, very much. But with that being said, about diving into the technical analysis, we talked about the fact that we are pretty much flatline, trading sideways, stagnant as usual, not really seeing much movement at all. Everything pretty much just, kind of trading sideways. A lot of these crap coins here, Boo, Finance, Orca, B, Inu, are all crap, just pumping and dumping, not something I would recommend investing in. But the major cryptos are pretty much flatlined out here. Now you can see XRP has been trading sideways, and Bitcoin is also trading sideways inside what appears to be major descending fractals. Huge downtrend, as well as XRP with a huge downtrend and a huge downtrend here. And you can see prices typically play some sort of like pinball game where prices are trending inside, forming some sort of stair-stepping pattern. Same thing here, sideways, movement down, sideways, movement down, sideways. And what we're looking for right now is for us to come into contact with the major resistance, because obviously we've had a lot of this consolidation. The consolidation from its start has lasted a total of 24 days, which is insane. We're going on almost a month now of just movement sideways. I mean, imagine, we've been dealing with this for a month. So literally prices have not been able to break below 28 or above like 31K for a month now. Trading sideways, a 3 grand movement within Bitcoin is terrible for a month of movement. So there's really no volume or trades available that would allow us to make good money. It's so short term, it's so quick. At 3,000 movement to the upside or the downside, but then a day is terrible. But what's happening now is we do have major resistances here that you can see as we start to stem lower. There is major resistances. We don't seem to react nicely to this purple downtrend I've drawn on. And as you guys can see, there's not much time left. Today's the 4th, I believe. We have maybe at most to the 10th, maybe the 11th. So at most, we have 7 days. That's another week of this movement. So next week will give us a general decision as to where these markets are going to be moving to. And what we can count on is either A, 2 things happening, obviously. You guys don't have to comment it down in the comments, but I'm sure you will. We can either break bullish or break down or break bearish. We're either going to swing up or swing down as expected, as covered. I know you guys know that. But there's more reasonable or there's more thoughts as to seeing a swing up because we're undervalued on the daily. We're oversold on the weekly charts. It's, you know, it's expected to see maybe less of a correction to the downside, but it's very possible that we could. However, how we react to this depends a lot on two things. It really comes down to this resistance here and this support here. Now, ideally, last week, we could have been using this purple resistance as a means of when we should buy in because it was above this resistance here. However, we have now trended below that. So if we do manage to break through here, I wouldn't recommend trading because there's still a major resistance due to our channel up top here. So what we're going to be using moving forward now is this support, this price floor, and this price ceiling, these resistance and supports. We have to keep a close eye on whether or not prices break through this level here, this target, or prices break through this level here, this target. If we see at any point prices dip us and close a daily below here, I'd say a little more aggressive, maybe at 36 cents, which might not happen until we fill in this gap here, then we might break below. There's a good chance we could see a pretty substantial stumble down to 22 cents, down to 20 cents very quickly, and we'd note a short depending on how we close below this support here. Vice versa, prices break up. We're not going to trade if we break through this. We're going to trade when we close above major resistance at 45 cents. We close at 47-ish. We'll buy in long with expectations of prices to rally back up inside here to retest moving averages closer to 65 cents. Big profits to come. Obviously doing so on BitYard. For those that aren't familiar with BitYard, they're the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging website offering you the opportunity to trade with free monopoly money. But you can also earn free crypto too by clicking mystery box here and then getting your free crypto after you sign up with the link in the description. And they also have XRP to trade, which is very very cool, unlike other exchanges too. So definitely make sure to check out BitYard, link in the description down below. Now, as for XRP, this also goes similar trending with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin, you can see, also has a descending fractal. This descending fractal has lasted a very long time, a total of so far about 69 days, almost about 2.5 months now of this sideways movement here. And the previous correction, the sideways movement, has lasted a total of 26 days. Once again, almost a month of sideways movement here. What we're looking for is, once again, the same thing. This channel. This channel really depicts where the prices are going to move to. So if we see prices close above this resistance, we buy long. Below this support, we short. And this only takes place after we get through here in this region here. So we might fill in the gap here until this goes to maybe mid-June. We can either break through, and once we close above this support, we're probably going to see a rally up to 40K. But if we break through the support on the bottom, sorry, that resistance, but if we break through this support at the bottom, expect to see a dump, which could send us down to the bottom support right here of this descending fractal, down to about 17K. So expect to see that short opportunity coming too. But we have to let this, this market fill in the gap. However, we might not need to fill in the gap. We could break earlier, and that once again implies, are we going to close below this support, or are we going to break above this resistance and then see a swing to the upside? Otherwise, it's pretty much going to wrap up the crypto portion of today's video. As for the S&P, it's a very similar movement here. Now, there's a chance we could break back inside here, depending on how a lot of things go, a lot of the Fed meetings, how the inflation data comes out moving forward. But that's enough for a couple of weeks. We also need to see unemployment and a lot of these, objectives and statistics that would ultimately lead for whether or not we're doing well with the economy. If that's the case, we would probably break back inside our February, March lows, and then probably start to see a swing back up. We could very easily see a swing back up and a recovery back up to all-time highs that we had, all-time highs, which would be great. This gives you an opportunity to sell off, crappy funds, move your positions around, but also gives you an opportunity to, to reevaluate how you did over this drop. There's a lot of people still expecting to see corrections, so we could easily see a swing up to here. If inflation and everything isn't corrected by here and there's no game plan, there's a good chance we can swing right back down to where we came from, if not lower. So keep a very close eye on this. Hopefully this is the bottom. We flirted with a bear market, almost entering 20%, and we corrected up. So we'll see what exactly happens, but we're not doing too bad. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. Make sure to subscribe to my Finance channel as well as this one, and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.